Well, back in early 2000s, in about 1999, 2000, the Bureau of Land Management Wild Horse and Burro Program, who's responsible for the care of these horses, got to seeing a dramatic decline in wild horse adoptions. Prior to that, the BLM would make wild horses available for adoptions at their facilities, or they would take loads of horses to rodeo arenas, horse show facilities, and they would put those horses up for adoption wild. Well, they saw a marked decline in that as the industry also saw a growth and an increase in unwanted horses. So that combination kind of created a need to be more aggressive in their adoption efforts. And so they did a study, and that study showed that they needed, or the study recommended that the BLM create a partnership or create a foundation. Much like you see with the national parks, we'll have a foundation, or some governmental entities will have a foundation that can do different things, because then that allows the foundation to raise money, to be a little more aggressive in their marketing campaigns, and to really position the need. So in 2001, the Mustang Heritage Foundation was created. You know, it's real difficult to get someone to take a horse that's wild. It's kind of like what I tell people is that when you think you want a dog, and everybody now is very moved towards saving things. They want to save something. So when you go get your dog and you want your shelter dog, you go to a dog shelter, a cat shelter, and you look and there's a nice beagle or there's a nice poodle or something that's there. And in the cage next to it is a coyote. What we're asking people to do is take the coyote. And unless there's a reason for you to take the coyote, other than the good feeling that you get about these horses, we had to create incentives for people to do that. So we created, I like reality television show. I don't like killings and murders and all that mess. I like the true stuff. And way back when, the #1 and kind of starter kit for a reality show was Extreme Home Makeover. And that's where they took somebody, a family in need, professional people, and in a short amount of time created a valuable piece of property. So what I wanted to do to show the horse industry, because you can't tell a horseman anything, you got to show them. I wanted to show them that you could take this wild horse, you could put it with knowledgeable individuals in a concentrated amount of time, and you could come out with a valuable product. And that's what the first Mustang Makeover was in 2007. And this concept started about 4 years ago, which was, if we're going around the country busting our butts, doing 50 horses here and 30 horses here and 60 horses here, why don't we throw it together, put a big hook on it with big money, get a Ram truck, who's one of our great sponsors, and see if we can't really motivate the industry to come in and get 1,000 horses. So right now, the Legends division is riding for about $500,000. Then we took the other $500,000 and distributed that to people that just wanted to, adults that wanted to lead, youth that worked with yearlings, special classes, so that if you didn't want to enter, the Legends division, there was a cow class, there was a reining class, there was a hunter class, those kinds of things. Most fun is the freestyle, as it is. I mean, our industry has to learn that if we're going to keep the public hooked, it's from entertainment value. And right now, unfortunately, the only thing the horse industry has that's entertaining, other than rodeo and the kind of blood sport type scenarios, is theatrics. So the freestyle is kind of the biggest piece and the most fun piece. So that's been the success of it, and that's why the $1 million is here. Is again, we're using taxpayers' dollars and redirecting it to incentives to bring people in.